are, like if we're American or if we're European, sometimes we're not even sure of ourselves.
Yeah.
I see some interesting comments coming in here.
They're coming in hot,
Yes.
heavy, and fast.
Coming
People
in,
have a lot
coming
to
in
say.
fast. So Linda Makeda says, yeah, non-conforming women make people go crazy. So glad Akothee living by her rules. And then Liz means Steve Royer says, call police. Kenyan artist Akothee.
Yes.
And she had an exchange with the Kenya Film and Classification Board Chair Ezekiel Mutua. Ezekiel Mutua, loves to pick up this fight all the time, very unnecessarily. But a question I want to ask is, are we uncomfortable with women who unapologetically own their sexuality? And we're talking about Africa here in Kenya. Or are we living in a society that has double standards? You said a very quick yes, Ulrika. Why?
Because society is very quick to judge women, the way we dress, the way we talk, the hair we wear. Everything about us is governed by men, even to the contraceptives that we take. So when now we get to a point where it's 2019 and it's too hot outside and I want to wear less clothes, don't tell me what to do. As long as I'm not breaking any laws, then, let me live my best life how I know how. But I know that we're talking about over there. So things are different over there. And I think men over there need to graduate their way of thinking in order for them to see women as equal partners or whatever, instead of looking at us as objects that, you just need to, ogle at us when you see us and we need to protect now. If I'm going to own my sexuality and I love it. So.
Okay.
Hey, we are going to ogle. Just know that.
I'm sure you will.
Well, in taste.
Yeah.
But yes, we Allah make her calm down. Yes, we do have a problem now, and she actually, the way Ezekiel came out and talked about role models, yada yada yada, and she was right in what she said. She's a mother of 5 with 3 baby daddies.
Yeah,
is that someone you'd expect to take? Is that someone that you? No, and let us think critically. Back in the day, Mutuka huyo, would that be a person you take home to mama?
No.
That one mic, you didn't say that statement vizuri vile alisema. She said if her daughters came to her and told her that their role model is a woman who has 3 baby daddies, she's gonna slap her.
Slap hard.
Yes, but my question is different. Directed
because she said that she doesn't see her. I mean, yes, she can be a role model, but it's not her job to raise other people's kids. And this is something I've always said before. I don't understand why, as a society, we like to say that we want celebrities or people in the limelight to raise our kids for us. No, it's your job to raise your kid.
I agree with you.
If somebody is following a role model, let that role model be an inspiration on their career, on their education, on their talent, but not morally.
If I could add something to that,
as in what is somebody to raise for you. And then another thing I have is answering your question, Ali, is that are we intimidated by women who own their sexuality? Yes. Men have always used sexual as a power over women. And seeing a woman who owns the sexuality, understands her power, is like somebody who understands her power and has her own control. And most men who, especially weak men, don't take it lightly, don't feel comfortable with that. So it really affects them. Another thing is, if anybody who saw Akothee's performance was offensive because she was dancing, she was pulling her moves, she was not naked. If somebody saw any of her private parts, that was a pervert who was thinking about her in that way in their mind. Because she wasn't offensive. What she wore is what a lot of entertainers wear. The moves she pulled are moves a lot of entertainers pull. So I don't see what the problem is. If that is what gives her the money to raise a kid and to take care of a family, more power to her. After all, comparing Akothee to most of these celebrities out here, she's done a lot to the grassroots and back home than a lot of these high morality, high horse riding people have done. So, hey, Akothee afanye kenye anafanya.
So
I'm in her team.
what I was going to say was this, just to add to what you said about raising your kids. You as a parent, it's your job to raise the kids, right? We just talked about that. So those people that are having to find someone like Akothee as a role model, think about it like this. If you take a sponge and you put water in it, if you soak it, you cannot add any more water to that sponge because it's already full. So you as a parent, it's your job to make sure that your kid is already full by the time they leave the house. If they don't, they're going to go eat whatever they find out there, you know? So parents, first of all, it's on them. It's not her job to role model anybody. And if this is part of entertainment, why are we trying to choose certain parts of Western culture and then others we want to condemn? You know, and as far as her sexuality is concerned, I'm saying, girl, take it and run away with it.
You see, and I think that's a dilemma we live in. We live in, you know, we are trying to get, you know, like some certain things from the Western culture,
Right.
and then we want to castigate
We're
others.
inconsistent.
So we don't even know sometimes if we are African or if we are, you know, like if we're American or if we're European. Sometimes we're not even sure of ourselves.
Yeah.
I see some interesting comments coming in here.
They're coming in hot,
Yes.
heavy, and fast.
Coming
People
in,
have a lot
coming
to
in
say.
fast. So Linda Makeda says, yeah, non-conforming women make people go crazy. So glad Akothee living by her rules. And then Liz means Steve Royer says, call police. And then Ndovu Sasabasi na tusalimia habari zenyu. Ndovu, siku nyingi hatujakusikia.
Ametoka media tour.
Ametoka media tour, I think. Yeah, he's been on a media tour in Kenya. Listen, find Ndovu Sasabasi on YouTube and listen to his music. He's
Google
our
Play,
own. He's
iTunes,
yes,
whatever.
He's our own Kenyan artist.
And he has a new track out.
Right here in Houston.
Yes.
Yeah, so listen to Ndovu Sasabasi. Ndovu Sasabasi, karibu sana. Now, Linda Makeda again says, but since we all have different values, how can anyone be everyone's role
I like
model?
her comment.
Yeah.
That is actually very true.
Mhm.
Exactly.
All right. And then Judika Giri says, Ali, that's a rhetorical question. Mutua and everyone else, enough already with the hypocritical overtones. Get your kids role models. Go kick rocks and leave
I agree with
Akothee
her
alone. And then Anasema, historically, our relationships with sex have been one of dirt.
Yes.
We are taught to view sex as dirty, something to be kept secret,
Yes.
and if need be done only in the dark. Our body parts as they relate to sex, hence, must be kept hidden at all times.